Folks, today is a great day. Chris back with you with another unboxing and review video. And today is gonna be for the Amcrest Doorbell Full HD camera. I'm super excited about this because right now I have an older one that's only 720p. It's by a different company. And I've reviewed products from Amcrest already. If you haven't seen that one already, I'll link it at the end of the video. And I also will put it in the description box below with this one as well. I reviewed a 4K dome camera by Amcrest recently. Fantastic quality. And I have great expectations for this as well. Now, right off the bat, this one again is full HD, 1080p. You can download the app with Google Play Store or the iTunes Store for Droid or Apple. Has a 1-year limited warranty, connected Wi-Fi. Most likely, if you are in a bigger home, I actually have to use a Wi-Fi extender. We'll see if I have to or not. My other one I do. I'll let you know if I have to or not with this one. Reason being is thick new construction walls. We'll see. It has a wide angle view. It has 140-degree wide angle camera lens. Night vision is up to 16 feet away. Smart motion alerts to your phone, push notifications, two-way audio, listen in, speak, etc. With also a really key feature that a lot of doorbells do not have is it has the capable means of recording on an SD card as well. This is fantastic. And it also has 2 faceplates, all black as we see here, or a silver gray one. We're gonna get to that, don't worry about that. Just like all my videos, guys, again, in the description box below is gonna be this exact same doorbell camera. You can read more about it, pick one up yourself after the review is over. Let's head on over here, let's get it out, let's show you what we got. Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome. We have a lot of fun here. Smash that subscribe button down below and turn on your bell notifications so when fresh content comes out, you're the first to know. Now let's go ahead and see what we got here. Opening it on up, we have all our little stickers, welcome stuff. Let's get started. You got your installing Wi-Fi doorbell, installing your Chime Kit. Now, if you're right off the bat wondering about the Chime Kit, some doorbells will need the Chime Kit to regulate power to your existing chime so that your doorbell will function properly. And it's really simple. We'll get to that. Again, it's very, very tiny. And what that does is that slips in there to regulate your chime so that there's no funny buzzes or noises coming out of your doorbell dinger. Again, we're gonna get to all that. This is going to be your wiring harness for that, the Chime Kit. We have some little screws and stuff like that. We have some drywall screws. That would be for mounting it, obviously, into wood, plaster, etc. for your front entryway area. Here we have our tool for mounting it, and we have our screwdriver end here. That's very nice that they include that. Here we have our silver finish, and that is a matte finish. There's no gloss to it there. It's almost like stainless steel type of a look to it. If that is more your style, I prefer the blacked out look myself. And they also include a drill bit, which is fantastic, and the correct size drill bit if you need to drill into your wall or plaster. All right, and here is the doorbell. That's gonna do it for the box here. Let's get this guy on out. It already has the black one already mounted on. So let's go ahead and peel off this plastic here. And let's go ahead and look at it a little bit more closely there. All right, on the back here is gonna be our mounting bracket. You will need to remove that, mount that into your wall. So you clip it back onto it here. And of course, this is all in the instructions here. You guys can pause that and read that over if you want to know a little bit more about mounting it. I won't get into full installation specifications, but this will give you an idea. Again, you can pause that. So the doorbell button is very nice. Even has a little click to it, which is nice. We have our speaker right here for your voice going audio out. And then here's our microphone input right here for audio in. Very sleek matte black finish all the way around the sides. And this will, of course, illuminate. We will get footage of that. A nice big camera there, as you can see next to my thumb. It looks like our night vision sensors on top there and potentially maybe down here by my thumb here as well. So after the screw is taken off for your plate, this is again how you would mount it like this up against your wall. With your existing doorbell lines coming in here, you can use your existing ones. You don't have to do any special wiring. They come through here. The directions again state all this, and then you screw it into the back with the provided screws here and here. Now on this side would be our weatherproof guard here, and that lifts up, and that's where your micro SD card would insert right there into that slot right there. And then after that's inserted, place that guy down. So here is our Chime Box here. You want to locate that wherever it is. Normally it should be in the hallway of your home. And it depends upon how new your home is, etc. What the Chime Kit does is it helps the doorbell function properly, though just like the directions said. At my previous home where I had my older doorbell camera installed, there would be a constant buzzing coming from this, and this Chime Kit will eliminate that. So it's very simple. Just pulls up like this here. Of course, follow the directions. They're telling you to cut the power to the chime. It's very low voltage, but you want to follow the directions and be safe. And it's small enough that we can slip it in there without it being an issue. What's really cool on behalf of the company is just in case your doorbell wires are too short, they give you extensions, which is fantastic. And then the proper covers to prevent shorts. That's great. Now it's going to be a little hard to hear this, but I'm going to get in close and be quiet. But this is what happens when you don't have the Chime Kit. It's not very loud, but there is a little bit of humming going on in here. It was even worse in my previous home where I installed my camera. Nice, and right as I plugged it in, it immediately went away. This is fantastic. So you don't unscrew them fully, just loosen them up, slip them right underneath, tighten it back up, plug it into the box, and once you plug this into the box, then no more hum. Fantastic. I've just mounted it on the side here and the cover slips on just fine. I've already tested it. And then you want to push the wires out of the way so the wires are not hitting your chimes here on top or here on the bottom if you have a rear one. If you don't have a rear one, see, this one is for the rear. This one is for the front doorbell. So this one goes bong. And then if you had a rear, then you would have a different one obviously down here and it would go bong. It might affect this one, but anyway, just to play it safe, I have it in the middle. It's not gonna touch the top and we are good to go. Again, just mounted right on the side and then the cover slips right over it without any issues. All right, I wanna show you my older doorbell and I've enjoyed this one, but I do wanna tell you that this one right off the bat, my first impressions of it are absolutely wonderful. I really enjoy the wide angle field of view. We're gonna get to that, don't worry about it. This one was placed in my front porch and I couldn't even see the person because the doorbell was over a little bit. With this one, the wide angle, I'm gonna be able to see what's actually on my front porch. Definitely nice, not to mention better looking and not to mention a lot thinner. This one is a lot thicker. So enough said about that, but I do want to tell you a tip for installing the doorbell. Something that I just realized is that I won't show you for security of my doorbell, but on the bottom of the box here, or the top, whatever angle you have it at, down here at the bottom is going to have your serial number and it's going to have a QR code. You have to scan that into the app in order to install the doorbell through the app. If you're having trouble scanning the QR code, you can enter the serial number manually. It is also located when you take off the faceplate. The QR code is right here down below, again, when the faceplate is off, and the serial number is on the back of it if for some reason you throw away the box and forget about it. Right now, due to the construction of my house, I have my router right here, and I just connected it to my Wi-Fi extender, which is down by my door. This is, again, is new construction, thick walls. Since I already had an extender, I just connected it to it anyway. For some reason, if you're having trouble connecting it to your router, if it's upstairs on the second floor, and again, it's shooting all the way out front, then just get a nice reviewed Wi-Fi extender, connect it to that, and you're gonna be good to go. Also, one last thing about installing it. If you're going to be installing it in stucco like I did, the provided drill bit for stucco, it is a masonry drill bit and it was wonderful. I actually tried to use a regular wood drill bit and it just wasn't going through, and the provided drill bit did the job so quick and easy. Mounted it up and stucco drywall hooks that were provided. Really simple. That will save you some time. All right, guys, my instructions actually say a 64 gigabyte memory card, but it actually can hold up to a 128 gigger, so I'm gonna actually have to capitalize on Black Friday coming up here. You guys might see this well after Black Friday, but let's get to the meat and potatoes. Up here in the top right, you're gonna see a 10. This is a class 10. Again, I will have it linked correctly in the description box below, a couple options for you. This is a 16 gigabyte. I wish I had a higher one. I installed a newer one that's not a class 10, 64 gigabyte, and it's not being able to detect it. So again, you will need a class 10. Make sure your SD card has a 10. That means it's a class 10. Let's go ahead and install it. I'm gonna walk you through the app, but I just wanna show you a couple different shots of different lighting here. Let's go ahead and switch the camera to a horizontal view. And here we can see the date and time and the day in the upper right-hand corner. And we are now in the horizontal view. Here is a shot, beautiful widescreen lens. And we might actually see a little bit of a drop up there towards the left tree. I'm not sure if that's a little raindrop or not, but it is raining right now. As you can see, a couple of drops just passed by the camera there. But this would be kind of low light, overcast, rainy day, gorgeous, very stunning colors. And after installing it, after I viewed it for the first time, this blows my older doorbell camera out through the roof. This view is so much better. I can actually see to the left-hand side and see if there's anybody actually there. It pans all the way over to the right. Beautiful. So there's the shot. Let's go ahead and get, of course, a better daytime sunlight shot, nighttime shot, and we'll walk through the app. And guys, here is the night view here, looking fantastic. Now, unfortunately, due to my porch lights, it does not fully click over to night vision. So my apologies about that. But if you have a porch light on that stays on constant, I'm actually in homes that I don't regulate that porch light, so I can't turn it off. The community association has those on automatic timers themselves. But even at nighttime, crystal clear image. And I'm not sure if you can tell the difference. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm actually in high definition right now. I was actually on standard definition, and it's obviously a little bit more sharper. If you rewind that, you might be able to tell the difference, but obviously with YouTube's compression, maybe you won't, maybe you can. I'm looking at a 4K screen right now on my Samsung S8 Plus. Okay, as we can see, this is phenomenal. Again, when I first fired it up, I saw this view before the daytime shot, and I was blown away. Absolutely stunning. You can make out my bushes. You can zoom into my pot here. Look at that. If someone was out front, you could zoom in to the different areas, a dog walker. You could even see who's coming down the way, all the way down here. So it's definitely nice. Let's go ahead and look at the menu here. You can go to multi-view if you do have other cameras that are compatible with the Amcrest Home app. So that would be multi-view in the bottom left. I am holding it horizontal right now. Again, we would unclick that if you want to talk, but I don't want to scare my neighbors here at 11 o'clock at night. You can unclick this to listen in. Of course, if someone is out front of your house, etc. Let's go ahead and listen in. Nothing really out there, so it's not doing anything. Again, high definition or standard definition there. You can take a snapshot. Now, when you do that, it's going to go to your camera roll. So you have many options for recording. Again, you can do it. Let's say if you get a push notification and you see something fishy out front, you can take snapshots. You can record straight onto your camera roll. I do want to show you their cloud features if you don't want to mess around with any of the micro SD card, etc. They have 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days for the prices right there. I'll leave that, guys, up to you. So I just actually got a notification, and it depends upon your internet. My internet's kind of running a little bit slow right now. I got a lot of devices connected right now, so it's going to look a little glitchy there. But let's go ahead and go full screen here, and you can see what is going on out front. Nice little walking of the dog there. Again, it's going to be a little bit glitchy. I do have quite a few things like I just mentioned, but that's really cool. Again, you can listen in. They don't seem to be talking there. So we'll go ahead and rotate it back here. And then you can immediately go to live view. And there we are back at it for live view there. Now I want to give you guys a couple of examples of daytime shots. This is now 13:42, which is 1:42 p.m. As you can see, there's a little bit of a shadow line. I'm in these long, tall condominium townhouses. But if anyone came to the door, obviously you can still see. Let's go ahead and look at my pots over here. And again, there's a little bit of a shadow, but it's not bad at all. I'll give you a couple shots of later in the evening as well. But very nice. Let's go ahead and look at a couple examples from my micro SD card. All right, here's a look at 6:59 a.m. in the morning. My micro SD card captured this. And what's awesome about this camera is the micro SD card. So if you don't want to do the cloud service, you don't have to. So let's go ahead and look at this. And they're far enough away where I can protect their identity because I don't know these people at all. But as you can see, the light has come up just beautifully for the morning AM. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm fast asleep, but let's go ahead and pick it up. Now, it's already been a few seconds, but this camera is very nice. It actually detected her walking her dog right over to the left-hand side of your screen. So let's go ahead and see this here. Walking the dog, you can literally see the dog, make out the colors of the dog. You can see that she's wearing sandals, very, very high definition. I really like that. And then it ends there. And here's another example, again, from my micro SD card at 7:46 a.m. And I won't play this one. I have to go ahead and mess around with the settings a little bit. You can leave it if possible, but I won't play this one due to the fact that it's my neighbors and they have children, and I don't want them on the internet. So I'm going to go ahead and protect their identity. But this is just showing you the shot of the daylight hour at 7:46 and the clarity and the high definition as well. All right, here's a great example. Look to the left of my pot there in the left-hand side of your screen. I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and this is where motion detection picked it up. In the app, we're going to go ahead and look at it. You can go ahead and pull it back if it's giving you too many false readings, or you can push it all the way forward if you want. It's totally up to you. So let's go ahead and hit play now. And as you can see here, check that out way over to the left there. Now he's coming into the picture. Check that out. And this is 8:05 in the morning with the sun coming right onto my front porch now. Very nice. And he goes off screen. And then I think it goes for just about a second more and then cuts off. And this is what it captured of me. I'm messing around with my front porch here. It is now late at night, but you can see how clear it is there as I get up. You can see my jeans. Obviously, my face is out of the screen just a little bit because I'm over to the far left of my porch, bending over, messing around. But this is just giving you some nighttime options of what it looks like as well. All right, now in motion detection, this is where you would do it. This is in the settings here. Motion schedule. I have it going Monday through Sunday, obviously 24/7, but you can go ahead and add schedule. This is for Monday, save, repeat, etc. And then motion detection zone. Now this is where I have it here, and you go ahead and toggle up there to the left. Now there is a brand new firmware update I haven't downloaded yet for better improved false alarms for motion detection. So that's great as well. I'll be downloading that newest firmware. But this is what the previous, it just came out today, and this is what it looks like so far as I've been testing it here. But again, the firmware has already been released and available for download. Zone 1 on, Zone 2 on, Zone 3 on, so you can toggle with that. You can mess around with that. I don't want to go too far, or I'm going to get a lot of false alarms for my neighbors across the way that we saw. But you just tap that one if you want it to go off, tap that one to go on as we just saw, vice versa. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this here. If I wanted even less, if like, let's say there's dog walkers on the grass and I didn't really care about that, I would bring that more towards my porch, or I would zoom it all the way in if I wanted to get less false alarms from my neighbors as well. I'll go ahead and leave it be for right now, but that's very nice and very sensitive and very active, being able to capture them while they're still walking off screen. I really like that. Also right here, doorbell tone and volume. In your settings here, you can do doorbell chime volume. You can have it on mute or loud. You can do speaker volume, mute or loud. You can do classic doorbell, which I have the tone right now. You can do a 4-tone doorbell or a melody. And I believe with the new firmware update as well, you can set that up while you're setting it up. And what I like about it as well here, I'm gonna go ahead and click on it in 1, 2, 3, click. and it loads up very quickly there, just about 2 seconds, and it fires up. I like that because sometimes I get some knocks on the door and they're delivery people and they're banging on my door like it's almost like a robber, and it kind of startles me, and I like to fire it up, and I liked it to fire up fast so I can see what's going on. If there's lag time with firing it up to see, then I don't like that. But this is firing up very fast for me, and I like that. Now, on the micro SD playback here, we see the date and timeline right there. Obviously, in the blue will be your timelines of what's kind of happening there. We go ahead and hit the arrow back, and we'll go back to the previous day, the 21st, and then all of your recordings will be down there as well. I'm pretty sure it just has loop recordings, so obviously if you want a lot of footage, then get the 128 gigabyte memory card class 10. I will have linked in the description box below again, so you can have more recordings, more days of recording. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna loop record. When it fills up, it'll go back around, and so it will start deleting the first days of recording to keep the newer recordings. It's a little hard to capture with screen capture, and because I'm using my phone to film as well, and then the notification pops up on my phone. But as you ring the doorbell, it actually will do the chime that you have selected, volume you've selected, and I have, again, the classic doorbell one, so that's fantastic. I've actually lowered my volume a little bit, but it just allows your visitors to understand that they pushed it and it did signal through your system, giving them a sound. You can mute that if you want to as well, so it's completely silent for them as they push the button or they hear a chime. Here I am checking out the, I'm getting a little bit of B-roll for the footage of the doorbell, so you can see my face very clearly. Obviously I'm covering it with the phone, and let's check out this one here. There we go, I back up again and I film it. Let's go ahead and check this one out. This is me throwing away the trash, and now I'm walking back, so it started to pick it up. I'm over to the right, kind of shadowed, but you'll see here. So let's go ahead and play that. And going on in the house there. Well, I'm thoroughly enjoying the doorbell, and I want to wrap it up by also mentioning I have a Samsung Galaxy Frontier watch, and I'm actually getting notifications to my phone pushed to this as well. I was actually in church last night, and it was notifying me that there was motion in front of my doorbell. If that is distracting, you can toggle those on and off if you'd like, but overall, I'm having a great experience, and I thoroughly enjoy this much better than my older camera doorbell. Again, in the description box right below the video is going to be this exact same doorbell camera by Amcrest. Again, look for your links below, you guys in the UK, you as well, and your micro SD card will be linked below as well. My name is Chris. I will see you on the next review video. Hit that thumbs up button if it has helped you make an informed decision, and subscribe because there are more awesome videos like this, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Don't let the party stop, guys. Hit one of these videos, continue to watch, and we'll see you soon.